Welcome back to another video. So in this video, I'm sharing this set and I'm going to be showing you how to encapsulate dried flowers, glitter, foil, and full nail soft gel tips. So we'll get started with that right started. I just want to show you this set that I had to remove before I did this video. Now this set I will not be showing you how to remove. You can see the video in the top right hand corner on how to easily remove full soft gel tips, so watch that if you're curious how I did it. All of the products that I'm using to do this set are from Daily Charme. I will have all of the links to all of the products down below, and I will have my 10% off code as well down there. Ardell's Nails, you can see that up on the screen, so you can use that 10% off code if you'd like. Anyways, I'm showing you the tips that I'm using, and they are the short Coffin tips, and the sizes are all there, and they're like the perfect size, one of my favorite shapes and lengths, and they have lots of different lengths. And so I already prepared them, meaning I sized them on my nails so they're the perfect size for each nail. I'm not going to show you that. I've done other videos showing you how to size, so you can see one of those videos in the top right hand corner if you're wondering how to size them properly. So I'm now doing the first step, which is the primer, and I'm going to apply it to all of the nails. I'm going to show you applying the tips to all of the nails because I will be encapsulating in the full gel nail tips. So I'm going to just show you exactly what I do with those ones and with the other ones. So next I need the bonder once the primer dried for 30 seconds, and I'm going to apply that to all of my nails again, and I'm going to let that dry again for 30 seconds. So while that bonder is drying on my fingernails, I am going to take the tips and apply the bonder to the tips. You do not have to etch out the tips. I've said that in all of the other videos where I've applied these. You just have to apply the bonder where it's going to be on the nail. Now the next two, you'll see me doing it a little different. I have to apply it to the full nail, and the reason is I'll be encapsulating in these tips, so I have to have it covering everything on that tip. So I'll do this one too, the same thing, the whole nail, and then the other ones will just be applied to where it's going to be attached to the natural nail. So while that bonder is drying on those tips, I'm going to grab the extension gel number 3, and I'm just going to get my light ready. This one works perfect for this, and I'm going to apply the extension gel on the pinky just where it's going to be applied to my nail. I'm just going to do a thin layer, and I'll just bring it up closer so you can see. So a thin layer, and then once I have that thin layer, I'm just going to take a dollop of that gel and just put enough there that when it's applied to my natural nail, it's going to fully cover the nail. I'm now ready to apply it to my pinky, so I'm going to put it up by the cuticle, flush to it. I don't want to go under the cuticle, and I want to put firm pressure down and make sure there's no air bubbles. And if I have any excess gel seeping out the edges, I want to wipe it with a cleanup brush and some alcohol. I want to make sure that nail is also straight, and then I put it under and flash cure for 3 seconds. That'll be the next nail I'll be doing because the other two are going to be encapsulated. So I'll finish the nails that aren't having any encapsulation. Same process as I just did. I'll just let you watch me do that. And then I will be back when I'm ready to share how to encapsulate all of those things in these full nail tips. I'm now ready to do those nails that need to be encapsulated. So I'm going to grab some dried flowers. These are from Daily Charme. I'll put the link down below. And I'm also going to grab some gold foil flakes from Daily Charme. And I'll put those down below too. And there's one more thing I want to encapsulate. And it's this fairy dust, Aurora fairy dust that is. And this is number 008. And it's a glitter dust. So I'm going to be encapsulating that as well. So I'm just going to grab a little palette and I'm going to cut up some of the flowers. Of course, the whole flowers I'll leave as is, but I might need to cut up some of the smaller flowers and the leaves. So I'm just going to do that first. So I have the whole flowers out. Now I'm just going to bring up close the other flowers that I'll be using so you can see them better. And then once I pull them out and show you, I will be cutting them into smaller pieces. I'll just grab my palette and show you up close everything. A very pretty combination. So now I'm going to grab my first tip and my extension gel. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to apply the extension gel to the whole nail. Remember, I applied the bonder to this nail. It has long dried. So now you apply just a really, really thin layer of that extension gel. You really don't need much. You just want to brush it over very thinly. And then once I have that thinly covering it, then I'm going to grab my tweezers and start to apply those dried flowers. And there's going to be a few things you have to remember when applying these dried flowers and whatnot. So once I have it on there, you definitely want to make sure you push it down good and then just flip it over and make sure there's no air bubbles below the flower. If there is, you'd have to push it down a little better. And then I'm going to slowly apply the flowers and the leaves. And I will always turn it around once in a while just to make sure there's no air bubbles again, but just pushing everything down into that very thin layer of extension gel. So I've now added quite a few pieces, so I just want to look at it again and see if I have enough. And I decided I needed a little bit more, so I'll just keep applying till I feel it's full enough, checking it once in a while again. So now I'm happy with the placement of all the dried flowers. So I'm going to grab those gold foil flakes from Daily Charme, and I'm just going to randomly place them in between the flowers and leaves where I think they're going to look nice. I don't need really big pieces, but just going to place some, and I'll check that too once in a while. I'm now done applying those gold flakes, so I'm going to grab that Aurora fairy dust from Daily Charme as well, and I'm just going to take a fan brush and I'm just going to grab that on the brush and just press it into that extension gel on there, kind of everywhere where I can see empty spots, and it's just going to really add that little bit of pretty glitter under there. I will show you once I'm done. Hopefully the camera will pick it up. It is so pretty when it's all covered up and the fairy dust is on there and all the gold flakes, just everything. It's just a nice combination. So now I'm going to bring it up and I'll place it on my glove. Hopefully you can see it better. It's so pretty. So one thing you have to do before applying it to the nail is you have to flash cure all of that glitter and the flowers. And the reason is you want to flash cure it for 3 to 5 seconds is because when you apply the extension gel to apply it to your nail, if you don't flash cure it, it may move it around where your placement is. So by flash curing it, it's not going to move. So I'm taking that extension gel and I'm just going to place a thin layer where it's going to be attached to my nail. Then I'm going to apply a dollop of that gel and place it. So when I apply it to my nail, it's going to cover the whole nail when I push it down. So it's the same process applying it to the nail. Now you can use a tip that's one size bigger if you feel you have too much product underneath. Otherwise, you can use the correct size and just make sure it's very thin under there. So when you apply it, it covers the whole natural nail. Now, this is the second nail I'm doing, and I want to show you a different way of doing this. You can place it on a tip stand. It's going to be easier to hold and so that you can see what you're doing. So I applied the extension gel, a thin layer again over that whole nail, and of course there was bonder placed there before, and then I'm going to start pushing those flowers in. I'm not going to show you this whole one applying because you saw the last one. I kind of sped it up a little bit, and I will show you right away just applying the glitter and then placing it on my nail. I just thought you might like to see how I did this one. It's a little different than the first one. So I'm just going to bring it up closer so you can see that this one is different than the first one. I just like doing it that way. I just think it looks pretty when they're both different. So now I'm flash curing it for 5 seconds so the flowers don't move when I'm applying the extension gel. So taking the extension gel and covering where it's going to be on my natural nail, then applying that dollop of gel, and then make sure when you attach it to your natural nail that it is straight and you push it down so there's no air bubbles, and then you flash cure it, and this will cure for 60 seconds. And next I'm going to show you something important that you should do is you want to take a top coat. I'm using Daily Charme's Diamond Gel Top Coat, and you want to place the top coat underneath the encapsulated nails. And the reason is you want to place it and cure it for 60 seconds, because when you go to file, it is sticky under there from doing the encapsulation, and this way it's covered up and it won't be sticky and nothing will be sticking to it when you go to file all of the nails. Now I'm ready to file around the cuticles, so if you missed any product that might have seeped out, you can remove that. I am using a cuticle diamond bit to do that, and you can see I'm going on my skin, and this cuticle bit is gentle enough because it's a diamond bit that I can clean up around my cuticles as well as my skin. So I like to do that. So this time I'm using this bit for that reason. So I'm just going to show you a couple nails. The next step we'll be doing is I'll be grabbing a 100-180 file, and you want to file the edges of each one next, so I'll be doing that. And the next step, I will grab a buffing block and buff each of the nails. You want to remove that shine, so any product you're applying after that is going to adhere well to it. Next, I'm taking a brush with some alcohol and removing any dust because I'm ready to apply gel polish. And the gel polish I'm using is called Sweethearts. It's a gorgeous bright pink from Daily Charme. I will only need 2 coats of it on the 3 nails that I'll be doing. I'm not going to show you the process of applying this to all 3 nails. I'm just going to show you how beautiful this color is on the pinky. And then I'm going to jump right to applying that second coat on one of the nails so you can see what the color looks like with full coverage after 2 coats. And of course I cured each layer for 30 seconds. This is the perfect color for summer. I just love it. It's so bright and pretty. Now taking Daily Charme's Diamond Shine Top Coat, and I love this process. Nothing is more satisfying than covering up encapsulated glitter and flowers. Look at how beautiful it is once it gets covered up with that really shiny top coat. One of my favorite top coats as well. So once I've done that, it's going to cure for 60 seconds. And I hope this video was helpful in explaining how to encapsulate glitters and dried flowers or anything else for that matter in a full gel nail tip. It turned out so pretty. I love this set, one of my favorite sets on myself in a while. I think that I say that every video I do my nails, but this really is a beautiful set. I hope you guys agree. Let me know what you think of it in the comments of this video. Thanks everyone for watching. As always, if you could like and subscribe, I'd really appreciate that. And I will see you guys in the next one.